Hey, Kacy, is now a good time? You
Yeah.
texted me, said you wanted to meet.
Yeah, come on in, George. Have a seat.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Yeah, hey, sorry for the last minute text. I just wanted to talk to you about something that I just kind of found out about. You can go ahead and shut the door.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. How long have we been working together?
It's like 6 months now.
Yeah. So we've never really had a conversation that I guess I would call an uncomfortable conversation. So one that I'm giving you some feedback. So because we've never done this before, I just kind of want to let you know how I handle these. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the first thing is I'm going to give you some feedback, and you're probably going to get a little defensive, but I want to let you know, like, you're not going to get fired. This is a really important thing that I want to talk to you about, but it's not to that level. So you can,
Okay.
so we can calm down about that. The main thing I want to hit is I just want to make sure that my expectations of you are clear, so that when we get into this situation in the future, we're both on the same page. It's not going to be a long conversation. It should be relatively quick. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay.
What's going on? I don't understand. Did I do something or?
Well, so yeah, I would love to know. I kind of heard from a couple team members. They shared that you and Tyler were having a disagreement. Is that right?
I mean, not really. We were just talking at lunch. I don't think it was a disagreement necessarily.
Well, could you share with me some of the things that are going on with you and him?
I mean, we were working on a project together. I think we were kind of stepping on each other's toes a little bit. It really was not that big of a deal, but I was just telling, some friends at lunch what's going on at work, projects I'm working on, kind of some challenges I've been having, and that was part of it.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal, though. They, brought it to you?
Sure. Well, was Tyler there at the lunch?
No.
Okay. So some of the feedback that I got is not that the actual disagreement that you had with Tyler is really the issue. That's actually something that I would love to talk about in our one-on-one, maybe this week. But the fact that you were bringing it up in a setting where, first of all, Tyler wasn't even there, and secondly, all of the people that were at that lunch table were not involved in this disagreement. Right? So you brought them into a disagreement, and that's actually what we consider gossip.
Oh. I mean, I don't think I was gossiping. That feels like a stretch to say that.
Well, we have a core value of gossip, right?
No, yeah, the no gossip policy.
Yes,
Sure.
yes. Well, how we define gossip is actually talking about a problem with anybody that can't actually help you fix it. Okay? So of all of those people that were at lunch, could any of those people help you fix this problem that you were working on?
I mean, not really. It's just kind of what, it's what happens with friends. You kind of just vent a little bit and have some lunch and move on with your day.
Yeah. But do you know what actually happens when you're doing that? The fact that Tyler wasn't there, right? You're starting to set a precedent in the team that whenever anybody has a disagreement, they can go talk about it with anybody else on the team. And what that does is that starts eroding the unity and the trust that we have. We really want to make sure that you understand that. I know it seems kind of like, oh, not a big deal. Oh, was just sharing this with friends. But it actually really is a big deal. That's actually something that I want you to bring to me as your leader so that we can discuss it. Because if you and I talk about this, I can help you figure out ways to solve this, whether it's you and I talking about it and you go and solving it, or bringing Tyler in and have those type of conversations. Like, is there a reason you've never brought that up in any of our one-on-ones?
I mean, honestly, I just know you're so busy, and half our one-on-ones have to get rescheduled because a fire comes up. And so when we meet, it's all business. It's just tactical. Here's what's going on. Is the project, are we on track? What's the numbers? What's the results? And so I haven't really felt like it was that kind of dynamic to where I'm bringing you menial little problems.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring you into the drama. I know you got a lot going on.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate that. I really do. Honestly, that's on me. I mean, I love winning. You've been on this team for 6 months. I love hard charging. I love, hitting goals and doing all of that. And sometimes I can put blinders on and just be so focused on the stuff that you're doing that I don't ask what's going on. What are those frustrations? I don't give you a place that you're able to vent. So, first of all, I apologize for that. That's not the type of environment that I want to create. I want to make sure that you know that you can come to me anytime and talk about this stuff. If you want to vent, if you want to just talk about frustrations or things that are going on, please bring that into me. And I'll commit to you to make sure to, hey, I'm going to bring this up. I'll make sure to ask questions. I'll slow down, and I'll make sure that I'm not rescheduling our one-on-ones because they are really important to me.
I appreciate that. Thanks, man.
So does that make sense when I was talking about gossip? Like, I know that you kind of, the way that you see it, and a lot of the ways that people think about gossip, they think, oh, I'm just venting, I'm just telling with the team. But do you understand why that's so important to me and this team?
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Okay.
I didn't see in that light, but I understand how that could create some dissension among the team and break that unity that we're trying to build. So
yeah,
I get it.
Awesome. So like we said, it's a very important thing. And again, because I wasn't clear on expectations, this is not something that is, hey, we're going to hold this against you forever, right? This is something that now, hey, oh, George is a gossip. That's not what it is. But I also want to be very, very clear that now that we've set these expectations, if we have this conversation again, it's going to go very, very differently, and there's going to be a very different outcome. That's why we have no gossip as a core value, right? It's a very big deal to us. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So the next steps, let's talk about this in our one-on-one. We'll make sure to dig in, and we can figure out, should we bring in Tyler, and we can handle that together. I know this was uncomfortable. I know it was kind of weird. I really appreciate the way that you took this feedback. I think that you're a really important member of this team. And honestly, one of the reasons that I'm willing to have this conversation with you is because I know you're going to do great things at this company, and I want to set you up and set up your personal brand here so that you can actually win. So let's talk about this again in our one-on-one after you've kind of had time to process this. I know this was kind of dropped on you, but take some time, think about it. If anything felt off or weird, or like you still had more questions, we can talk about it then. Sound good?
Cool, man. Thanks.
Awesome. I appreciate you, George.
You too, man. Do you want me to leave the door open?
Yeah, you can leave it open.
Awesome.